Hey everyone, so I'm back today with another video, and I'm here to do a review on the Slammed trilogy by Colleen Hoover, which is a new adult trilogy, and it consists of Slammed, Point of Retreat, and This Girl. The first book I ever read by Colleen Hoover was actually Maybe Someday, and I absolutely loved it. I started it at like 8 o'clock at night one night and did not stop reading it until I finished it at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was absolutely amazing. So I knew I had to read more books by Colleen Hoover, and her first book that she ever wrote was Slammed, I'm pretty sure at least. And I've heard like really nothing but great things about this book and the other books in its companion series, and I found all three of them actually on bookoutlet.com. I can honestly say that they have impacted my life so much, like you really have no idea. So this will be a non-spoiler review, so I will be reviewing the first book and telling you my thoughts on it, and then I won't spoil anything from the first book for the next ones, but yeah, I'll just tell you if I enjoyed them or not. The first book is about a girl named Lakin who she and her mom and her little brother have to move across the country because of a death in her family, and it happens in the first part of the book, so I'm not spoiling anything, but her father does die, and her mom is forcing them to move across the country to her mom's old hometown. And while there, right across the street, Lakin meets a guy named Will. And you can see where I'm going from this. They immediately hit it off, and they feel really attracted to each other. And something great about Will is he likes to do slams, which is, if you don't know, like the poetry thing where you go up on stage and you read your poetry, but it's kind of like, it's like an act, and it's really, really beautiful. Like, the poems throughout this book were absolutely gorgeous, and I could feel them. Like, I just absolutely loved it. So, as you all know, something has to happen to try to tear these two lovers apart, and something does happen, something pretty major, and they just have to deal with this, and the way that they deal with it is like so heartbreaking, because like I've been in that situation before. Like I can connect with these characters, and that's one of the things I love about this book and a lot of Colleen Hoover's writing is I can really connect with the characters, which I think you should be able to do that when you're reading a book. You should be able to connect with the characters, and I really do. I connect with Lakin. I actually love this book so much that I feel like when I have a kid, and if it's a girl, I feel like I'm gonna name it Lakin, but I guess it could be a boy's name too. Yeah, I just love that name so much now. You feel a lot of emotions while reading this book, especially when these two characters are trying so hard like to not have feelings for each other, but they also have all these feelings for each other, and it's just like, it's heartbreaking. And then other stuff starts to happen in Lakin's life, which is also really heartbreaking. It's kind of obvious, like you can pretty much guess stuff that happens in this book, but like you feel happy at one point and then be crushed the next. And I think like that emotional roller coaster that you feel while reading this book is pretty awesome. I know a lot of people don't like to go on emotional roller coasters, but I definitely did, and I can say it worked for this book, and I really enjoyed it. The next book in the series is Point of Retreat. This one takes place, I want to say, a year after the events in Slammed, and it's then again just Lakin and Will trying to further along their relationship, and obviously stuff happens. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can't express my love for this series enough. I will definitely be reading more of Colleen Hoover's books because I've read 4 now, and I've loved all of them. I'm pretty sure I gave all of them 4 or 5 stars. These two I actually read in a day. Not in the same day, but I picked this one up, read it in a day, picked this one up the next day, read this one in a day. I could read all of Colleen Hoover's books in a day, I feel like. The last book in the series is This Girl, and it is again about Lakin and Will, except this one's different. This one is the same story as the first book, but from Will's point of view. And yes, it does throw in some like present time stuff, which I really like. It switches between the two times. And you would think that you wouldn't enjoy reading the same story again, but this one was incredible. Nothing else, no other words are coming to my mind right now. I love how you could get inside Will's head and understand some of the things that he did to Lakin or for Lakin in the first book, because you never really got that. It was from Lakin's point of view. But in this one, you completely understand and you're like, oh, that's why he did this, or oh, that's why he said that. Like, it further alongs the story and the relationship, and you understand it more and you connect more with Will, especially because it is from Will's point of view. Another thing I have to mention about this series is the side characters are some of the best side characters I've ever read. Lakin's best friend is just the funniest girl, and she's had some hardships too, and again, like, it helps you connect with that character, because if you can't connect to the main character, you could probably connect to the side characters, and I think that's perfect in a book. Also, I love the little brothers of Lakin and Will. Lakin has a little brother and Will has a little brother, and they're the same age and they become best friends, and it's like the cutest thing ever. So overall, I give this whole series 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I gave all 3 books separately 5 stars, but the whole series is 5 stars for me. I definitely recommend you read any Colleen Hoover book pretty much. I recommend Maybe Someday and Slam, Point of Retreat, and This Girl, especially because I read pretty much all of them in a day, except for this one because school got in the way. School. If you're looking to read any new adult, I would suggest Slammed by Colleen Hoover or Maybe Someday. So anyway guys, that was my review of the Slam series by Colleen Hoover. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment down below, tell me if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them, or if you have any suggestions for new adult books that I could read, please let me know. I really want to get into more new adult books, so yeah, comment down below, tell me all that stuff. Like and subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, and I will see you all next time. Bye!